Hi, good day. Today, we're going to teach you how to write a proper email. So, kung bago ka sa page na to, actually, this is our first official video. And for today's video, I will teach you how to write a proper email. Email writing is very vital aspect of business communication. Actually, kahit naman hindi sa business, email writing has been one of the ways in order to send communications to other people in a normal email way. So now, first things first, you have to know what a great email looks like if you're going to write one. So this video, I will teach you how to write a proper email na you can start on a very simple and yet correct way. But before that, we have to know that every email has the same basic structure. We have the subject line, we have greeting, email body, and closing. However, for a professional communication, there's a right way to do it and standards that should be followed. Here's how to write a proper email. So, in order for do that, we have to go to writing the actual email. Let's see. First of all, punta muna tayo sa inyong email. Go to compose. The first thing that you will see is to and subject. Going into writing the to or yung papadalan mo o yung recipient mo, you have to check the subject line. This subject line is the most important part of the email. Though it's sometimes overlooked. Minsan, iniskip nila to or minsan naman, lahat ng content or lahat ng messages nila nilalagay na sa subject line. But it's wrong. So in order for you to get the attention of the recipient or yung makakabasa ng email mo, you need to have a professional subject line to entice people to open the message as well as set expectation kung ano ba ang meron dito. Let's say you are a student. By the way, you can click this one or yung full screen para mas malaki yung screen mo. So, let's say you would like to submit or you would like to change your schedule. So, assuming that you are writing a change of your schedule and you are a student, you are writing to your teacher. So, next would be the openers or sa letter, this is what we call the salutation. So, ano nga ba ang kadalasang um, salutations ng or opener na isang email. Unlike with the normal letter writing, hindi mo na kailangang isulat ng sobrang haba, even the addresses. Since sa normal writing or sa normal letter writing, isulat mo pa yung mga addresses nila, yung position or anything na connected dun sa recipient. Sa email writing, you have to go directly with the opener or salutation. The very simple yet professional is as simple as hi, then comma. So you're done with an opener. Avoid saying hey. Hey is a very informal, yet pwede naman siya. But then in a very professional yet simple way, just use hi. Then don't forget the comma. Next to your salutation would be the body of the email. The body of the email is the meat of your message and it must have a clear and specific purpose, such as getting feedback on a presentation or arranging a meeting or requesting for the content or yung pinakalaman ng subject mo. So in this type of email or in this sample email, you are requesting a schedule. But before that, we have to get a simple greetings. The safest, so para alam mo kung anong or kung sakali na hindi mo alam kung ano yung araw or oras makabasa ng recipient mo yung email mo, just simply type or include good day. This is very safe. So, but if you know kung mabasa niya on a real time, you may say good morning or good afternoon or good evening. But again, for a generic way of greeting your recipient or the email, good day is enough. So just include the body of your message. Pwede ka magpakilala. My name is, for example, your name is Juan de la Cruz, student from, um, example, whatever university you belong, of, bigyan mo na lang kung anong school. I am requesting change my schedule from to. So kung ano yung nasa subject line mo, it should be the meat of your body. So don't forget to indicate getting a feedback or just a closing statement. For example, I would highly appreciate receiving any feedback from you. Let's say if you're not comfortable in using English language, okay lang naman na gumamit ng Filipino. But make sure na ayos pa din yung content mo. And if you're writing Filipino, gamitin mo na yung your Filipino para hindi naman magmukhang konyo yung naman ng email mo. Kung kaya naman, sa pagsulat naman ng email, hindi mo naman kailangan ng sobrang lalalim na English words. Just use the basic words yet direct to the point. So, after that, you have your closing. And by the way, sa closing, there are a lot of examples in your greeting. So, the safest one would be thanks or thank you or thank you very much. Or you can also write sincerely. You can search on the internet on the safest yet formal way of writing your closing. Then you may write your name Ernesto or Juan de la Cruz or kung sino man yung sumulat or Mike or kung ano man yung pangalan mo dun sa email mo. But writing this, your name, pwede mo nang hindi isama yung name dito sa pinaka-greetings mo. So whatever is most applicable na hindi magmukhang redundant yung email mo, just be it. So there are a lot of um, reasons to send it, and you can also put a signature. You can set manage signature. You will go into a different tab in managing your signature. In a separate video gagawa tayo on how to write or how to check or how to edit your signature para every time nagagawa ka ng email, meron ka ng default signature. But once again, here is the main content of your email. And once na okay ka na, then you can write the recipient. Bakit hinuhuli natin si recipient? So hinuhuli natin si recipient for a very simple reason. Kasi minsan hindi ka pa tapos mag-email, sobrang aligaga mo mag-chat or sa sobrang aligaga mo mag-type ng message, accidentally nahi-send mo na si send button. However, send button cannot be sent or cannot be proceed kung hindi pa or wala ka pa nalalagay sa recipient mo. So, usually ang ginagawa, hinuhuli mo muna yung recipient. So, once you have your recipient, you can type your recipient. Let's say you are writing this is one way of determining then sa yung opener or salutation mo. I-type mo yung email mo. Let's say you are sending this to a personal email. So this is a personal email. And then if this is a personal email, you can just straight to the point, hi. Kung kilala mo kung sino yung recipient mo, mas maganda na isulat mo na rin to make it somehow personalized. But then, kung hindi mo kilala kung sino yung recipient ng email mo, for example, it's a very generic email, you may just use hi. However, kung kilala mo at very professional, you can use doctor, save salutation. But of course, remember, um, ang salutation ay nakadepende pa rin kung sino yung recipient. Let's say ang recipient mo ay madami. So, in this case, i-send mo siya in a multiple recipients. Your opener should be a generic para alam mo na hindi hindi lang sa iisang tao may-send. Meron din tayong option for CC and BCC. Ang BCC ay para sa carbon copy, in short. Ang BCC is for blind carbon copy. Ang blind carbon copy, you are sending an email um, to a recipient, but then the main recipient, yung sa to at saka yung CC, hindi nila alam that someone has been blinded copy doon sa email. That's the purpose of BCC. Once you have your recipient, the subject of your email, which is important, your opener, the body, which is the meat of your message, and then your closing. So, once everything is okay, if ever na ang email mo ay kailangan ng attachment, you may use this one, attach file. Do not put send see attachment kung wala ka namang ilalagay na attachment, and never ever attach something na walang abiso dun sa email mo na merong attachment yon. So this is also a way of informing your recipient that something is being attached on the email. Once everything is good, you may simply send. So you may see here, kapag nakita mo ang sent items, na-send na ang iyong email. So that's it. That's way of sending a simple yet professional email.